Hi guys, this is Karen and as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a first listen to Taemin's second full-length album called Move. I am so excited. I've been waiting all week to hear this album. I was meant to do this on Wednesday. I tried to do it on Wednesday and it didn't, I just wasn't able to. I'm back home and I can finally listen to this album that everyone has been talking about and trying to get me to listen, but I'm here, I've been patient, and I'm here to finally listen to it. Okay, so we're going to start off straight away. We're actually going to skip Move because I've already listened to it. You've already seen my reaction. I love that track. I've been listening to it all week because I couldn't listen to anything else. I love it. Amazing. Refer back to my reactions if you want to know my thoughts on the song, because I pretty much said everything I needed to say. I'm going to move on to the second song, which is Love. This is written by Lee Taemin, music by Shin Hyuk, Jeff Lewis, Emre, Royal Dive, and Luckett. Royal Dive, I think, participated on GOT7's last album, so that's quite interesting. I've got lyrics on my phone somewhere. Okay. I love the piano. Oh my god, his vocals! He is singing! I love that simple note, that one single note they keep playing. And his voice is so haunting. And I think the lyrics are about being trapped. Yes! Okay, nice little bridge. I like how the eerie feeling just carries on throughout the song. Yes! He is singing for his life. Yes! Oh, that was so good. Oh, Taemin! Oh! Okay, do you know what that song reminded me of? Which is, I'm still kind of mad that he didn't put this song on this album, but on the Japanese album for Flame of Love, he released the song Door, which is one of my favorite songs of this year, and I absolutely adore that song. And not that the song reminded me in terms of the compositional structure or the melody or anything like that. What I think is similar with Door and Love is the way he literally just pours his heart out. He sings for his life in both Door and the same way he did for Love, and the same way he's done for Already as well in the Press It album. I love it where he literally just he's just got such a beautiful voice. When Taemin really sings, when he's really in that mode where he just wants to really give you some vocals, he really pours his heart out and you can feel it because he's got a really beautiful chesty voice. And you just kind of feel that pain and what everything he's talking about. Also, I was reading the lyrics as I was listening to it. The lyrics were basically talking about this feeling of being trapped. And I felt even in the composition, you could feel some of the sounds were kind of enclosed. And I thought that was really cool because he's basically talking about how much this love is engulfing him and he doesn't know what to do with it. It's too much for him sometimes. And I feel you can really tell that with this with the composition as well. The music and the lyrics all fit together perfectly, so I really enjoyed that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next one, which is Crazy For You. This was written by Hwang Hyubin and the music was by Jin X-Jin Dees, who I think actually was the producer for Cherry Bomb of NCT 127, Justin Philip Stein, Che Jamal, and Che Jamal Pope. Hey. Okay, this is giving me Mystery Lover, but even extra. Okay. Hey. Oh, you hear those vocals? I was ready. Wait. Hold on. Hey. Oh, I love that. production like that. That's just, nah, fam. Like, no, that beat, that extra, I was not ready for that little section. Yes, bitch. Break it down. The piano kind of follows like the way they would usually play for jazz numbers. This song is so... Oh yes, break it down. Do you hear that high note? No, it's here. Oh, this production. What type of production? Oh my god, Taemin! Stop it, no, hold on, no, like guys, we need to talk about this. Like, you can't, no, that composition was so sick. That was so sick. Like, I can't even, like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I really wish I could, like, really do this justice, really break the song down for you to appreciate all the like beautiful things that are going on in the background. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. There was so many different things. That song was like a fusion of like jazz, like neo soul, like a bit of like sort of like the, you know, the Euro like dance, like European like dance sort of like scene back in the 90s, 80s, that sort of vibe about it. And it's like they put all those great things together and came up with this. And that, like, that last half of that song was insane, like insane. All the bridges, like I don't even know how many like different sections that was, but everything just fit so well together. Like, it was beautiful. And the song is basically like talking about how he is basically crazy about this girl. Like, you know, he's into this girl. The whole song was kind of eclectic, and I think it kind of definitely gave off that vibe of when you are crazy for someone. My mind is blown. Like, that was so cool. So definitely a favorite. Love was beautiful, but this, oh my god, this was on some other level. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next song, which is Heart Stop, and this is featuring Seulgi from Red Velvet, and the lyrics are by JQ, Kim Jim, Mola, and music by Jamil Digi Chamas, Levin Kali, Eva Dimberg, and MZMC. I'm sorry if I butchered those names. I like where this is going. Come through, Suki. No, stop it, stop it. Do you hear that distortion? Okay. Okay, this extra beat. Okay, come through. Okay, oh my god, that's so good. Come through, please, huh? Hey, that funk. Hey, I'm getting some EXO Touch It feels just in this little section. Alright. Alright. Do you hear these? Oh, his vocal sounds amazing there. Their voices blend so well together. Oh my god. Okay, this violin, you better come on. Okay. Hey. Oh my god, Taemin! I can't. I cannot. I didn't even have to actually read the lyrics for that, because the song just, oh my goodness, that was so good. Absolutely amazing. I love the distorted beat. It kind of mimicked the rhythm of the heartbeat, and I absolutely Love that. Silky's voice. I never realized how great those two voices coming together could just sound so amazing. But oh my goodness, whoever thought of this like pairing, thank you, because they sound incredible. The production again was just so sick. Like everything is just coming together. I cannot, like, I cannot, like, it's too much. I cannot deal with this amount of brilliance. You guys can see from my face how overjoyed I was to hear that. That was just musically just tantalizing, orgasmic on every single level. Love that. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next song, which is Rise or Icarus. The lyrics are by Kim In Hyung, music by Matthew Tischler, Felicia Barton, and Aaron Benward. Okay, again with these eerie introductions. I can't. Oh, beautiful. Excuse you. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, Taemin, I cannot. You better sing it, baby. Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh, that was so good. Oh my god, his ad-libs are amazing. Oh. No. Yes! Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, Taemin. Okay, I don't even know what to say. Like this level of epicness in one song. First of all, that should be a theme song for something. That should be like an OST for something, because it's very uplifting. It just kind of gives you this sense of hope. And I was trying to read lyrics, but I was just so amazed by the vocals that I couldn't. It's called Icarus in Korean, or Ikarusu, and yeah, it's kind of talking about kind of gives you that sense of hope, never giving up, always rising. He's basically saying, I'm never gonna stop, I'm gonna try my best to get to where I need to, whether that could be, you know, to his love or his dreams or whatever. You can interpret this as many ways as you can, but the sense of this song, this whole song was just beautiful. And I love the way it builds it up, because even from the beginning it kind of starts off very daunting, kind of very unsettling, but then the way it progresses, it just keeps building up to this beautiful vocals from Taemin, like beautiful high notes with where he goes rise, and you know, he just keeps going, and it just keeps building up in that part where he has this massive climax, and it's just that could translate to him getting to the destination that he needs to get to. I was able to tell what the story was without even having to read the lyrics. That's amazing songwriting, when you can actually feel what the song is about without necessarily understanding the language. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next song, which is Thirsty, and this is written by Min Young-jae, music by Joseph Joe Millionaire Foster, Dees, Eva Dimberg, MZMC, and Otha Vaccine Davis III. Why does this remind me of like Unleash the Dragon by Cisco? No, not Unleash the Dragon, the thong song. Bitch, no. Okay. I thought we got that like trap R&B. No, wait, hold on. I need to pause this because I feel like I need to see lyrics for this. Oh my god. Okay, these lyrics. Call my name with your locked voice? Hey. Okay. So to report yourself on me, you know. Oh, okay. You see, I knew it. I just knew after Sexuality we're gonna get another Ho anthem. Hey. What type of... You better break it down. Hey, this gives me really like early 2000s type of R&B. Hey. Yes, Taemin. No, Taemin, you can't just be springing up on me like this. Like, what are you doing? There's just so much going on right now. Let's just go into these lyrics a little bit, because Taemin was saying a lot of things, okay? So he basically goes, when I'm in front of you, I get thirsty, yeah, my whole body trembles, my breath gets hot, I'm too thirsty to look at you, thirsty, oh yeah, so thirsty, I can't hold back, not in the slightest, you make me thirsty. Okay, he says, losing my patience, losing my rationale, oh God, forgive me. You forgot you're Catholic, yeah, Taemin? Even the beginning of the song, he goes, when I take a sip of your lips, I'm thirsty, my breathing becomes rougher, my heartbeat becomes faster, I know, you know, we know your moon is too beautiful to look at. What moon? You talking about them cakes? Like, fab, like, which moon are we talking about? Because, Taemin, you need to stop. You need to stop, because I literally cannot. So, we've got another whole anthem. Again, production and beautiful. It reminded me of kind of like a Timbaland production, like when Timbaland used to produce for Aaliyah. Well, he pretty much produced most of Aaliyah's tracks, but his that kind of style, it kind of just took me back to that early 2000s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s, that sort of subgenre of R&B where it was very popular to have like these crazy beats in an R&B song. That's what it reminded me of. So that was cool. But that was everything. What is a favorite in this album? What is an actual favorite? Because I can't pick one. Now we're going to move on to the next song, which is Stoneheart, and this is lyrics by Lee Taemin. Lee Taemin be writing all these tracks, you know. Okay. Music by Angeline or Angeline. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. Frederick Hagstam, Sebastian Lundberg, Johan Gustafsson. Again, I apologize for butchering those names. Again, with all these eerie beginnings, I never know where these songs are gonna go when they start like this. Wait! What? Okay. Alright. Where's this going? Where's this going? Where are all these drums coming from? Cannot be Taemin. Taemin, we need to have a chat. Producers, we need to have a chat, because you cannot be switching on me like this. You can't be switching songs like that. Like, you can't be just... What type of production? What? How are you gonna leave me hanging? Do you hear those harmonies? Boy, you better play with your voice, yes! I don't know if it's the African in me, but anytime I hear drums, like, I'm already here for it. Oh, this song is so good. Hey, what's this new beat? Oh, I can't with these productions. I actually can't because where did you, these producers, can we just give them a Grammy now? Because how you just coming up with these crazy beats and just making them sound so good? Like, I don't understand. Like, that was sick. Like, I am so amazed by the composition. I'm so amazed by Taemin's evolution with his vocals. Like, the guy's playing with his voice now. Like, he's doing all these ad-libs that he never did before. Like, he's really going for it. The lyrics in this song was basically talking about, it's a strange maze where you've trapped me, you're so beautiful, I can't even breathe. Like, he's really in love with this girl. Like, he is so in love with this girl. He's engulfed by her. He's so engulfed by this love, he can't escape from it anymore. Like, it's too late. He's in it, can't come out, and he's basically addicted. And slightly obsessive, but obviously not in that type of way we're thinking. It's just that the lyrics are basically just kind of showing how much he is crazy in love with this girl. But again, composition on point. It was, oh my goodness, like, this is how I want albums to make me feel. Like, I can't even pick a favorite. That's how good this album is. I still do not know which one is my favorite, because at this point I'm always shook. Okay, the next song is Back to You, written by Soji music by Mike Woods, Kevin White, Andrew Bassi, and MZMC, and arrangement by Rice and Peas. Let's go. Is this gonna be another bop? Because NCT 127's Back to You was my jam. Okay. Ooh. Acoustic? Alright. These lyrics are so beautiful. Oh. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous. I miss you. Thank you for coming back. Taemin. Oh, that was so gorgeous. Oh, Taemin. That was so beautiful. Gorgeous song to be the penultimate track. Like, that acoustic guitar and just his voice and a bit of doubling and a bit of reverb, and that's it. That's it. That's all you need to just get the message across. That was so gorgeous. That's such a, I love the lyrics. It was really beautiful. Basically, this is like talking about a love that he's lost. Basically how he realized a lot about himself being with this girl, and he kind of wants to go back to her because he doesn't know who he is without her. Really, really gorgeous lyrics, just beautiful instrumental, beautiful vocals. He really was singing his heart out there, and it was just so nice to have that stripped back emotion from him. He just was in tune with his emotions and just giving it his all, and that's all I can ask for. That was absolutely beautiful. The last song is Flame of Love. I've already listened to Flame of Love thousands of times. I listened to the Korean version already because he performed it earlier on, like 2 months ago at his first concert. So I've already heard the Korean version, so you're not gonna get an authentic reaction from me if I listen to it again. But it's such a beautiful track, beautiful lyrics, beautiful performance. I absolutely love his Japanese releases. Like, I think I've mentioned before, like, if there's one group I always listen to their Japanese releases, it's definitely SHINee, because I just feel like the quality of their Japanese releases is just on the same level of greatness as their Korean ones, and I don't always feel that with other K-pop groups. But for SHINee, I'm always listening to their Japanese releases because they just do such a great job with it. And yeah, this album, let me tell you right now, I don't have a favorite. I actually don't. There was no song that was like, yeah, this is bad. Every song was good. Every song was just amazing. We had songs that were very eclectic. We had songs that were eerie and haunting, but also very acoustic and just like wholesome, but then really sexy. And there was just a lot. There was a lot of feelings with this album, and I really think that was just. I think that was intentional because Taemin is not monolith. We're not monolith creatures. There's so many different aspects to us, and Taemin has really shown growth with his albums. He always shows a different side to him. This is kind of showing like the other side of his maturity. You know, Press It was mature, but this is like that extra level of grown. Like in Press It he was grown, but this one is like that extra notch. And he's done that with all his albums, and I think it's just to see that slow progression of him becoming this man, like, you know, the man that he wants to be, what he thinks about, the type of messages he wants to convey, how he wants us to see him, how he sees himself, and all these things. And it's just amazing. I honestly, his evolution as an artist is something that I feel like we can all look up to, not just in the K-pop industry, not just idols in the K-pop industry, but just us. Like, how do you go from barely having any lines to not even having lines in your first album to having your own solo album, 2 full solo albums, 3 EPs in total? Like, who does that? Like, and to just be this artist, this legend that he is at this point at 24 years old, like, how? Like, Taemin, how? He's one of those people that he really shows that hard work really can take you lots of places. Like, he, you know, he didn't have those vocals at the beginning. He really didn't. It wasn't like he was blessed with those vocals. Man had to work hard to get these vocals. Like, dancing, he had it, but even then he still sharpened his dance skills and really tried. And he is, to this point, I still see Taemin performing and I'm still in awe. He really is an artist through and through. You can tell it with his albums, just how different they are, how he just shows different aspects of himself. I don't even know what to say. Like, this album is too good. Like, I can't even put a list for you guys. Like, I really can't. But I just want to say, like, I love this album. This quite possibly might be my favorite album of the year so far. I feel like this album is what I was needing. Like, I didn't know I needed this album, but now that it's here, like, I don't think I can have anything else. Like, this is the album that my heart needed, and I am so happy that it was Taemin that brought this album to me. I don't think Shani's gonna have a comeback this year, so if this is what we're gonna get for this year, I am happy with that. I am so happy with this, with Jonghyun's Story OP2 album. That's all I need. Like, I'm content with this. And SM has really killed it this year. SM has given me some really good albums this year, but this album is just, it's so good, guys. It's so good. It's so good. And to come from one of my, obviously from a member of my auto-bias group, all I ask for my artists is just to keep growing and just giving me music that just blows my mind and just fulfills me as a fan, and he really does that. So thank you to Taemin, thank you to SM, thank you to all the writers that wrote to this album, the songwriters, composers. Y'all killed it. Like, whoa, the production. This beat Press It. This definitely beat Press It for me, because like, my mind is still blown. At least for Press It, I had a favorite. I could pick a favorite and it was still good, and I love all the songs from Press It, but I can't even pick a favorite, and that's saying something. Like, that's how good this album is. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this. First, let's say, let me know what your thoughts are on the album. Let me know what your thoughts are about just Taemin and what he's achieved this year, like all these solo concerts, and just he's such an incredible guy. Like, I just absolutely adore him. I can't wait to watch these performances. I'm so ready. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.